What's up, guys? Just here to start another update on the camper. If you remember, we got all this stuff torn out. So now we're gonna start to fix it. I'm gonna start by pulling these boards. It's 2x2s right here. And then I also need to figure out what angle we need to cut our long piece, which I'll show you is over here. So going across the front and bottom will be this. And then in place of the 2x2s, we're gonna put those 2x4s. Ooh. And then, so this is a 2x10, or 2x8, sorry, 2x8. And they're all pressure treated lumber, so they should be pretty resistant to rot, mold, mildew, in case water does end up getting in. So we just got to measure what we have to cut that 2x8 at, because it's 8 feet long. And also we need to figure out our angle here. As you can see, you know, that's not perfectly 90 degrees. So I got this little contraption, which is an angle finder. So we're just gonna open it up. And put it against our... So we come over here, take the reading. Whoop, it's hard with one hand. Very challenging with one hand. Make sure it's tight up against all those edges. Sorry, it's hard to see under here. Looks like we're getting about... oh. So one, if you can read that. I don't know if you can, I'll tighten it. There, now we'll move. So our angle measurement is 107. So I did some math over here, and actually it just changed. I originally did it, and it was 108. So you take your angle, 107 degrees. Then you'll subtract 90 degrees because it's already at a 90-degree angle on the edge of the board. So that means we need to put an 18-degree cut in our board. Actually 17 with the new math. So that's going to look like, here's our board. There's the 90 right there. Make a 17-degree cut right there like that. Which you want to do with a table saw, but I don't have a table saw, so we're going to make a small little jig and use a circular saw for it. Then it should fit right in that front corner. We can start going to town. We also have to measure the length, I think I mentioned that. So, also on this, you want to make sure before you measure an angle. I didn't read the instructions, so I figured this out on the fly. So right now it says 0 degrees. That's because I already zeroed it. You'll just press this little on button and it re-zeros it. Let's say if you're at 16, accidentally hit 0, it'll zero it to 16 degrees. So you'll be off 16 degrees on your measurement. That one says 16, so now we zero it. Just make sure these are nice and tight together, and you're zeroed. You can also reverse the angle. So right now it's reading acute, so it's reading this side. You can reverse it. Now it reads around here. So it's a pretty handy little tool. I just picked up at Home Depot for 20 bucks. I'll link in the description to one on Amazon. I'm probably gonna be using this a lot. All right, on to the next thing. Okay, got my measurement made. I need 85.5 inches to go across the front. So I'll just mark it. That's 86. 85. Okay. Use the speed square. These things are fun. Put it right up on that line. Hold it down. Mark it. Okay, so there's my line. Don't need this. Okay, I got this cut to length. Next thing I need to do is set up my impromptu jig to make the cut I need. So take some measurements and we'll get that started. Okay, I got the saw set at about 17 degrees. Just gonna come down, cut this way, down our block. Let's go from this side. You can kind of see. And just cut off like right there. Shouldn't be too bad, I'm hoping. So see how it goes. Alright, there's my angle. Looks like it'll do just about perfect. Next thing I'm going to do is notch out a little bit right here, just so it fits in the extra space. So I got to measure what I need, then I'll use a what's it called? Yeah, I'll use one of those saws, one of the up and down ones. Jigsaw. There we go. I'm smart. I know what I'm talking about. Do this on both ends. And we'll see where we need to go from there. Okay, so like I said, next thing I gotta do is notch out that 2x8 that's gonna sit right here, so that these side supports will fit without me having to squeeze anything ridiculous in there. What's gonna happen is that that's a 1x2. It's gonna be replaced with a 2x4, as will all the other supports coming down this wall right here. And then that'll also be a 2x4 that's put in there, like I said, along with all these ones. So, took some measurements, 2x4s. And this is, let's go over this one, it's a little easier to see. So, there's the width of a 2x4. Or I guess, yeah, there's the width of a 2x4. There's your width. And then here's the length of what will need to go inside. So this, a 2x4 will sit on top of this. And it should be, probably should make it a little longer because it will be angled a little bit, but that's fine. We'll get close. We'll see how it goes from there. Alright, got all set up out here. Gonna take the jigsaw, cut out the two pieces I don't need. And then, gotta do a few more things and see if this fits. Alright, next up, gotta pull these out and clean up this area a little bit, and then I can lay down the stuff I need to do. Some of those staples I gotta end nip off too. See those right there? Should probably find a way to get that off as well before I start going too hard. So we'll see what happens. Alright. Okay, so to get these up, you just have to undo the screws underneath and pull it up. I think I'm going to do one at a time, so that way this piece doesn't fall. Because I think the only thing that's really holding it up right now is the screws. So do one at a time, put it in a 2x4, take out the next one, put it in a 2x4. So this should go pretty well. Alright, so taking away the length, I guess the width of the 2x8 up front there, I need about 40 3/4 inches to make my supports fit. I'm going to get started on marking and cutting those, and then I need to snip some of those staples out so I can fit it in there properly. We'll get started on that right now. Alright, so here it is. Got the 2x8 in there, my notches cut in it, and the 2x4s cut. I actually cut that one a little short, so I had to cut an extra piece. I don't know if you can see that or not, just a 1/4 inch, or 1/2 inch, probably 1/4 inch, just a little extra piece to put in there to fill the gap. So I got all new screws as well. I'll show you those in just a minute. And also right here, they had staples in. I put 2 wood screws in there, 2 wood screws in there to kind of pull this together. Still got to put 90-degree corner brackets so that this kind of sits even with that, instead of dropping down a little. And then that one I'm just going to do corner brackets on if I want it pulled together or have any sort of stability, because can't quite reach in there, and I don't feel like taking this whole paneling off, so still gotta get out that 2x2 over there and start getting more of these staples out. That'll probably be something for a later time, and we'll see how it goes. Let me show you those screws here. So these are the screws I bought. The screws that were on there were, I think, number 10s by 1 inch. I went for 12s to get a little bit bigger. And the size of the hex on the head changed from 1/4 inch to 9/16, I believe. That's my quarter. So I went a little bit bigger. The reason I wanted to go bigger was for some of the other screws in what I'm not going to replace. It's stripped out. So I'm going to set these in there, and hopefully they'll be big enough to bite that wood and keep it stable. We'll see how it goes. Correction on that, not 9/16, 5/16. If I could do math quicker in my head, I would know that. See, I went up to a 5/16 inch head. And yeah, so if you like this video, or like any DIY or truck camper renovations, I'm going to be doing this all winter, so please subscribe to my channel. I'll keep you updated on all the things I'm doing to this beauty. Hopefully we'll make it better than it was new. So far I'm pretty pleased with the work I've done. Alright, we'll see ya. Bye.